Okay, have you ever been deep in your practice, fully focused, just chanting, and then suddenly, boom, tears, out of nowhere? You're not even thinking about anything sad, but your eyes start welling up. It's weird, right? What's going on here? Look, if this has ever happened to you, you're definitely not alone. People all over the world experience this. Let me tell you something. Most don't understand why. And the real reason? It might actually change how you see your entire practice. So, is it just emotions? Karma? Some kind of subconscious healing? Or is something else happening under the surface? The answer is deeper than you think, and what I'm about to share might just change the way you experience chanting forever. And by the way, those tears? There's a way to turn them into something even more powerful. Stay with me, and I'll show you how. Let's break it down, because once you understand this, you'll never look at your practice the same way again. Crying during chanting isn't random. It's not a mistake. And no, you're not doing anything wrong. Actually, it's a powerful sign of transformation. But why does it happen? And what does it really mean? Most people misunderstand this emotional release. They think it's weakness or something to be embarrassed about. But in just a few minutes, you'll see why these tears are actually a good thing, a sign that something deep inside you is shifting. And here's the part nobody tells you. Once you understand why this happens, you'll never chant the same way again. So let's go deeper. Because once you see what's really going on, you'll start to welcome these tears instead of fearing them. Nichiren Daishonin would say, tears shed during chanting are not mere emotion, nor are they a sign of failure. They are the waves of karma dissolving, the heart opening to the mystic law. When one chants Nam Myoho Renge Kyo with deep sincerity, the fundamental darkness within is confronted, and the Buddha nature stirs awake. These tears are the washing away of lifetimes of delusion, proof that one is moving closer to enlightenment. The reason is found in the Lotus Sutra itself, which states that all people, regardless of their past, have the seed of Buddhahood within them. When chanting the Daimoku, past causes resurface, not as punishment, but as an opportunity for transformation. If one were to suppress these tears or misunderstand them as weakness, they might halt their progress. Instead, by embracing this moment, one allows the mystic law to work fully, leading to true happiness. So what's really going on here? I mean, you're just chanting. You're not thinking about anything sad. And yet, tears, like real deep, kinda out of nowhere tears. Why? Well, it's not random. It's not just emotions either. This runs way deeper, mind, body, and spirit. Let's break it down. You know how sometimes you hold in stuff for so long, and then one little thing makes it all come pouring out? Yeah, chanting does that too. Think about it. Stress, grief, old pain, maybe even things you don't remember carrying. When you chant, it's like shaking up a bottle of soda that's been sitting still for years. Those emotions, they finally get a way out. And that's the key. It's not a breakdown, it's a release. Your body's way of saying, hey, let's finally let this go. And that's just layer one. What if these tears aren't just emotions? What if they're a sign of something even bigger? In Buddhism, there's this idea that chanting isn't just about words. It's about tuning yourself, like syncing up with the rhythm of the universe. And sometimes, that realization hits hard. When you chant Myoho Renge Kyo, you must summon up deep conviction that Myoho Renge Kyo is your life itself. I mean, that's a pretty big deal, right? The idea that chanting isn't just a practice, it's literally aligning your life with something bigger. No wonder it gets emotional. This isn't just about letting go. It's about waking up. Tears can mean you're breaking through karma, shifting something deep inside. It's your Buddha nature coming forward. But here's where it gets really interesting, because this isn't just spiritual. Science actually backs this up too. Okay, so this part blows my mind. It's not just about emotions or enlightenment. Science literally proves that chanting changes your brain chemistry. When you chant, your body shifts gears. It switches from stress mode, that fight or flight thing, to healing mode. Your nervous system calms down. Your brain starts producing relaxation hormones. And sometimes, that deep breath your body has been waiting to take comes out as tears. So if you've ever thought, wait, why am I crying? This is why. It's not random. It's not weakness. It's your body, mind, and spirit all syncing up. And now that you know why this happens, let's talk about how to actually work with it instead of fighting it. All right, maybe you're still thinking, okay, this all sounds nice, but is there actual proof? Like real evidence that chanting affects the body, mind, and emotions? Fair question. Let's break it down. Science has actually been all over this. Studies show that repetitive chanting, whether it's Nam Myoho Renge Kyo or another mantra, can reduce cortisol levels, that's the stress hormone, by up to 30%. You know that feeling after a deep cry, how you feel kinda lighter, like you just released a ton of emotional baggage? Well, there's a reason for that. Neuroscientists have found that vocal vibrations from chanting actually regulate emotional states. It's like chanting literally rewires your brain. It slows down your heartbeat, relaxes your muscles, and puts your body into a state of deep healing. But that's just science. What about Buddhism itself? What did Nichiren Daishonin say about this? More than 700 years ago, Nichiren Daishonin wrote about what he called fundamental darkness, the inner struggles, doubts, and karma that keep us from realizing our true potential. When you chant Myoho Renge Kyo, you must summon up deep conviction that Myoho Renge Kyo is your life itself. Chanting isn't just about repeating words, it's about breaking through your inner limitations. And sometimes when that happens, it hits hard, like a wave washing over you. Tears, emotions, even physical sensations, it's all part of karmic transformation. And it's not just historical teachings. Real people, modern practitioners, experience this too. Let's hear from them. The stories are endless. People who started chanting for success, relationships, health, only to find themselves unexpectedly crying instead. I started chanting for a goal, but what I got was emotional healing I didn't even know I needed. This is real. And if it's happened to you, you're not broken. You're not weird. You're awakening. So now that we know why this happens, how do you actually work with it? How do you use this emotional release to deepen your practice and change your life? Nichiren Daishonin would say, when one chants Namu Myoho Renge Kyo, the voice reaches the depths of karma, stirring the hidden sufferings of countless lifetimes. These tears are not mere emotion, but the unraveling of illusion, the sign that the heavy chains of suffering are beginning to break. The Lotus Sutra teaches that all beings possess the Buddha nature, yet it remains obscured by delusion. Chanting calls forth this truth, washing away doubt, and sometimes that release manifests as tears. Rejoice in them, for they are the waters of transformation, proof that your practice is opening the way to enlightenment. This is because, as the Lotus Sutra states, this sutra is difficult to believe and difficult to understand. To awaken faith in the mystic law is no small task. It shakes the very foundations of one's karma. In those moments when tears arise, one must not stop or question, but press forward, for this is the process of breaking through the darkness of the mind. So, if you've ever found yourself crying while chanting, don't overthink it. Don't hold back. Those tears, they're not weakness. They're not something to be embarrassed about. This is part of your transformation. It's proof that you're shifting, that something inside you is waking up. It means your practice is working. So instead of stopping or questioning it, just keep chanting. Crying isn't the only strong emotion that can come up when you chant. What about anger? Yeah, that happens too. Watch it now. Drop a Nam Myoho Renge Kyo in the comments so we know you're here. And if you haven't already, hit like and subscribe.